my name is Wrath and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to set up the all-new 2024 Durston X-Mid Pro 2 Plus. This is with the Dyneema floor version. So in this video, I will go over some of the specs and also what's new in this 2024 model. So without further ado, let's go check this thing out. Okay, so with everything in the stuff sack, it measures about 11 inches long. And about 7 inches wide. According to Dan Durston's website, this tent is claimed to be the lightest tent in the world that will accommodate 2 wide rectangular pads that weighs just 19.4 ounces. Let's weigh it. So out of the box here, with everything that's included inside the stuff sack, it weighs 20.81 ounce. Now let's weigh with the tent only. $19.37 ounce. Here I've set a ground sheet using some extra plastic sheet I have laying around because the grass was a little moist. So we placed an order of this tent literally within the first few minutes when this tent was released, knowing that the 2023 version was sold out within 36 hours. And I'm glad I did, because the Dyneema floor version stockpile was sold out within, I believe, less than 9 to 10 hours after the time it was released. As I did went back to check the website again every so often, just for curiosity purposes. And sure enough, the stockpile supply of the DCF floor version has sold out. I have to say, this wasn't a cheap tent, and it's certainly not the most expensive tent out there either. The 2024 X-Mid Pro 2 Plus with Dyneema floor version lists for $779 on their website. What's popular about the Durston tent is the innovative X-Mid design and can be intuitively set up with a minimum of 4 stakes. The 5 of the tent measures at 100 inches long by 85 inches wide, with the inner tent measuring at 90 inches long by 52 inches wide in a shape of a parallelogram. We did not purchase the DAC J stakes. That was optional upon ordering the tent. Here I'm using the MSR groundhog stakes to set this up, along with some old trekking poles that I got from like 10 years ago, I believe. It's a little finicky, but it still works. This is my first time setting up this tent, and I gotta say it's one of the easiest tent I've set up. After readjusting the stakes and the guidelines, this pitch looks pretty good. The material is made of 0.55 Dyneema composite fabric, which is fully waterproof and extremely durable. The fabric itself does not absorb water, therefore it is unable to sag or stretch when wet. All the DCF version of the Durston tent is a single wall tent which can produce more condensation than their double wall tents, in certain weather conditions, of course. So here are some peak vents on both sides, and that is supposed to help minimize the amount of condensation. The fly zipper is very smooth and can operate with one hand with the stake in place. It's YKK number 3 Aqua Guard, which is a high quality waterproof zipper. Here I'm using one hand to roll up part of the fly vestibule using the magnetic toggles. One hand. The inner mesh zipper is also YKK number 3. And what's new in the 2024 models is the extra magnetic toggle for the screen mesh. All the seams on the fly are hot bonded construction to give it a full watertight seal. I believe this is the first time Dan Durston has implemented the optional Dyneema floor version for his line of 2024 DCF tents. The headroom has also increased to 49 inches peak height, which also steepens the end walls to increase the usable length for hikers up to 6 foot 6 inches. Here are the dual mesh pockets on both sides of the tent. Here again, being able to roll up the mesh screen door with one hand and using the extra inner magnetic toggles. It's a very huge advantage and very convenient. And here's me laying down in the tent. I'm 5 foot 10 inches, and there's still plenty of space below my feet area for the rest of my gears Or I can put it here in this massive, large vestibule area. It's very spacious. Now with this particular model, the XMID Pro 2 Plus, Dan has altered the design and made it even more innovative by lessening the angle of the diagonal ridgeline. What this does is create an even more steeper pitch on both sides that give you a more similar headroom on both sides and further optimize the tent for two people sleeping in the same direction. Alright, now let's see how well it fits two wide rectangular pads inside the tent. Here I'm inflating two of the Big Agnes Rapide regular wide sleeping pad. After inflating both of them up, it fits great and still some extra space on the top and the bottom, or I should say both ends. This is a true two-person tent with the growing demand of people wanting 25-inch pad rather than a 20-inch pad, just for more of a comfortable sleep. And I did lay down on both pads in both directions and had plenty of space between my head and the tent fabric when laying down and getting up. Alright, well, I hope I covered most of the new specs on this 2024 XMID Pro 2 Plus. I'm very excited to take this tent on our many adventures to come. And with the initial impression of setting it up for the first time, I was very amazed to see how much space there is. Also, there seems to be a ton of quality put into this tent that will last us a very long time. Hope you like this video, and if you find this was informative, or if you want to see more kind of this content, or even seeing this tent in use, please click that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.